Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Feb. Well, we got another snapshot. So we get to see or kind of play around with some of the blocks from 1.16. And so I thought it'd be a good idea to grab some ideas that I had in my head, kind of put them down on paper, you could say, and show you guys and hopefully give you guys some inspiration or some ideas for when the next update comes out. So let's go take a look. Alright, so in this area we're pretty much looking at the shroom light. So I think, wait, actually, if we go ahead and put a couple of shroom light here and maybe put a lava down in the, like in between two shroom light blocks, I have a feeling that lava is actually really close to the shroom light. So let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, that is actually really close. That'd actually be a pretty good accent to put with these. But so anyways, let's go ahead and look at over here. This is usually my main go-to design for lanterns. So we got the obvious like bricks on the bottom, some trapdoors, and then the sand smooth stone. Actually, I think if we have this facing the other way, it might actually look a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. I'm digging this way much more. And then over here we have kind of a weird design. I think of it like of a tree branch, but I don't know. It's a cool like artistic design, something you could put wherever. So go ahead, give that a go. See what you guys think. So this block, I had some really hard times trying to figure out some good designs with it. So if you guys have any good ideas or any suggestions, go ahead, leave a comment down below or post them in Discord so I can take a look and hopefully get some inspiration from them, because let's be honest, I'm having troubles. And then next we have redstone stairs with like a little acacia a button on there with a little trap door on top. It's a pretty simple design, but overall you could probably use this if you're doing like a Egyptian theme or something like that. I think I'm gonna actually use this for Egyptian theme. It might be kind of cool having these be like the things around the main town. I kind of dig that. I think I might do that. And then here's like a pillar design, a way to make a pillar design with having, you know, light emanating from it as well. So basically I just have some trapdoors here and then some anvils in there, which is going to be a little bit expensive using the anvils. You could probably switch it out for like a different type of block, but overall I do like the look of that this gives you. And then here I tried to incorporate it into a door or a wall, not really a door, but more like a wall. And this is kind of the design I came up with. I'm not too sure how I feel about it because like in the current snapshot or the current 115.2, there's actually a little space between the walls when you have them here. So now that there's no space, it's like, I don't know. This one is I'm a little torn about. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you guys think down below about the new wall, how it kind of seals off. I'm not too sure if I like that or not. It's hard to say right now. It is hard to say. So the first off is, I think this is like the basalt. Yeah, so basalt. This is kind of just like a simple little design I came up with for like kind of like a wall. Another wall design. I like walls, okay? My favorite thing to build is walls. I do like the way this texture looks though. This is a very cool looking texture. Like the top kind of gives you a look of a cobblestone, but a little bit darker. Then you kind of have like a tree looking texture on the sides. I love that. This is probably my new favorite block. And I have a good feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of builds with this block. The basalt is my definitely number one. But it's a pretty simple design nonetheless. Next, I went ahead and made like a modern home with the, what is this? Is this Crimson? Yes, Crimson. It's going to be hard to remember all these names, but regardless, we'll get there eventually. So I decided to make a modern home with the crimson stem. And I think it looks pretty cool. The pink is very flashy. It gives a very good ambiance, especially from a distance. Like, this is probably my second favorite block. It's just, I love the color of this block. It's so bright and beautiful. It's just awesome. So this is going to be a good block to do accents with. I mean, if you take a look at how it accents everything, it just accents it top notch. So I really dig that. So now we have this freaking thing. I don't know what we're going to do with this. Honestly, the only thing I can think of is just putting it as carpet. Like, I was trying to think of some, like, wall designs and everything, and I just could not come up with anything that would be actually decent. Like, just look at this. It's all diagonal. It's very wavy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with this one some more before I can even really come to a good conclusion. But as of right now, it's a good carpet. It's definitely gonna make for some creative floor designs. But other than that, I don't know. It's another one of those blocks that I'm just having troubles with. There's the big build I did, and we'll go take a look at that a little bit later. But I kind of wanted to incorporate as much of the new blocks as I could in this over here. So we'll go take a look at that after. Let's go take a look at some of the smaller things I've done though so far. So this is a wall design that I thought up of. And actually, I was watching a video later on. I think B00 did something similar to this. I think he might have had like a couple blocks switched out for different blocks, but I kind of had this idea, and then I saw that, and I was like, dang it, he beat me to it. But because this does such a cool look, like this door, the new warped door, the way it gives it a look here. You could do like a cool pirate ship with this. You can also do make it like a cool wallpaper design. It definitely gives like a cool wallpaper design as well. So like I said, B00, you stole my idea, but I mean, great minds think alike, right? Then here we have this with the crimson nilium and then the crimson stem. So this was a little weird. I do like how like the veins kind of look like they're coming from the nilium. So that's kind of a cool effect, but overall, like, I feel like the rest of the wood of the the stem is a little too like dark. It's a little too bluish purple, a little bit, kind of stands out quite a bit. Might be able to make some cool paths with it maybe, but other than that, I don't know. It's something that's going to take some playing around with to really get a good idea what these two block combination can do, but I don't know. As of right now, it's just kind of meh in my book, so we'll see how it turns out. And then over here, so I wanted to take the two new wood, the striped warp stem and the striped crimson stem, and kind of make a little pillar out of it. Take a look at like if you just used all those blocks that they give you now with that color and kind of play around with like a pillar design, and I think these are pretty cool. Like you could definitely use these like inside like a church maybe, or a castle as the pillars, which will definitely give a nice vibe. However, with these colors being so bright and saturation, you're probably going to want to like really commit to these colors. If you're going to use these colors, you're going to really want to commit. So then I also looked at doing some floor designs, and this is what I came up with for the color, the red and aqua, green, teal. I don't know what exactly, but I do like the floor design. I think this floor design overall is going to be better than this one, because like I just couldn't find another color that was like as pink. Like the nether brick is just a little too dark, I think. So I don't know. It's hard to say, I guess, but regardless, I think this one definitely wins outright for a floor design. I just love the way this looks. It looks really cool. And then next, so I took the basalt again and decided to try to play around with the floor design a little bit. And like overall, I still think the crimson, or the striped warped is going to give you the best looking new floor for like a random design. Because like the basalt's alright, but like it doesn't give you too many gray. Like if you tried to use cobblestone, or even like stone, or what's another one? Maybe like a brick. It just doesn't. It's just too bright. These are just way too bright. It's too much of a contrast, in my opinion. It just clashes too much, I think. It's just too bright of a tone. So, but here is an idea that I did have. I think this is a blast furnace. So, kind of having like I don't know what you'd call this, like a walking stone with a blast furnace, which is kind of cool. The blast furnace is like subtle enough, but at least, sharp enough to kind of stand out as well. Another thing you could also do is always go for like a color to really break the contrast, but I'm not too sure. Regardless, I'm going to go with the striped warped, right? Striped warped, yeah, the striped warped floor design for the best new floor design that there is so far. Alright, now we're getting into the parts where I actually designed something. I actually got to use these blocks and design something, kind of go for a feel, kind of play around with them a little bit, and this is what I came up with for like another system. And honestly, this is dope. I love this. I love this a lot. The basalt really stands out a lot. Then you got the is it like I don't know if it's striped. I think it's just warped, right? Just warped stem. Just like the way everything stands out, the color, like it's just awesome. Like, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this, because I absolutely love this design. So let's go over it. So for this design, I pretty much went with like a warped Nelium and just had it kind of be the main focus of the colors and have it pretty much just go up into the portal area. And then of course we have the basalt again, and then we had the warped stems as being the pillars. And then we got to use the new lanterns, the new Soulfire lanterns, which really go good with this design. And then we also use like the warped fungi, the warped roots, and to have like, you know, kind of feel a little bit more organic. And then I also kind of did have it feed it through, you know, try to make it a little bit more organic feel. I feel like this combination is going to be awesome. I think I'm going to do something similar with this, like for my new base in season 5, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, overall, I think this I just love this color palette. This color palette right here is definitely my favorite so far. All right, so this is my big build that I wanted to try to build something big at least once with the new blocks before the new season came out or the new update, to kind of play around. And since I did that one out of mainly the warped, I kind of wanted to try the crimson on this one and play around with majority of the blocks that were available to me and see what I could kind of come up with. And since I kind of spawned in this new world in the swap biome, I was like, you know what? Let's try to make a witch hut. Let's try to make a big old witch hut. So this is what I kind of came up with. So here we got kind of like the same kind of lantern design that I used with the shroom light back over there. But this time we used the, I keep forgetting the names of everything, the Soulfire lantern. And then we went ahead and used, oh man, the warped fence. I hope everybody else has troubles remembering the names of all this, because this is really hard. But like overall, just before we get started even deeper, like I do like the contrast between having, you know, the warped over there, the warped portal, and then we got the crimson witch hut, which is cool. I guess would you call this a witch hut if it's this big? I don't think you'd call this a witch hut, right? You'd call this like a doom or something. I don't know, but regardless. So then we just had simple steps up, and this is pretty nice for a witch door if you ask me. I do like the design of this door for like anything like creepy or scary or do not enter. Like that's going to be the door to be using. And then, like, I love that the warp stem kind of, you know, blends in with the crimson and the warped. You got the nice, like, green veins growing through, but then you also have the pink body. So it kind of makes it good use, so you can use both colors, which is really cool. The one thing I will say, I do like the contrast between, like, the logs and the stripped. It does give a nice contrast. Like, originally I went with cobblestone, and then the cobblestone, I was like, I'm not a big fan of the cobblestone, so I end up covering it up with with the fence doors or the trap doors, just trying to kind of cover it up a little bit. I wish I would have did this sooner with, you know, the actual striped or stripped, because I think it just looks so much cleaner. And then, but overall, I really like the versatility of these blocks, like the versatility of these new blocks and the way that you can kind of match them together. Oh, I never finished the back, but I didn't finish that floor. Oh well, I'll finish the rest of it. Just not that floor, I guess. Don't look at the windows missing. But regardless, as you can see, like all these blocks kind of really blend in really well to each other, and you can really make some really cool designs. I'm looking forward to seeing what other people come up with. Like, granted, I think next season on the server, I'm going to be doing a nether build. So with that nether build, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be focusing on like a castle or what, because I originally plan on doing like an Egyptian theme, so I think I'm going to start off with an Egyptian theme and then have something that goes like, so when you go into the nether, it's going to be going to like the afterlife and trying to incorporate that. So that should be kind of cool. It should be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to it. So let me know, guys, on what you guys think of these designs. If you guys have any designs on yourself, go ahead, post them in Discord. Would love to see what you guys come up with. I mean, we're still probably about like 4 to 5 months out before we actually get this release. So send some stuff out and post it in Discord, and let's see what you guys got.